And I'm guessing there were a lot of nights and mornings and evenings and afternoons where you'd be right in the middle of a project and Renee shows up, or you'll be right in the
Mhm.
middle of a project and there's Megan. And
Mhm.
I'd love for you, if you're okay, to talk about some of the times
Oh,
where that happened and what you were doing and how they would show up and then how you would act towards them when they showed up.
wow. Yeah, because they still do.
Yeah.
Um, I'll oftentimes, and when I flash back to memories of being like in the studio working, and whether it was like you were talking about, like you smell something or you hear something that reminds you of a conversation or an interaction, I'm a highly emotional person, and so oftentimes it would be a stopping point for me. And then then it became a real focus because I think at least for me, when I get hit with emotion that feels like it's out of left field, I have to sit with it for a minute to really understand what the emotion is, to actually identify it. And then I recognize that there's a choice. Either this can paralyze me and I can just stay in this place of processing this emotion,
Mm.
or I can take this and do something with it. And repeatedly, what I thought was at least a sign of healing was I'm making the choice to do something with this. Don't get me wrong. There were plenty of nights where it was like, I can't continue to work and to make. I need to go stare at a sunrise or a sunset and just feel what I'm feeling and sit in it. Because sometimes even the memory of it, even though it hurts, it also like kind of soothes.
Mhm.
Perhaps you can give me perspective on what that is, but my memory is telling me like there would be certain moments where it would hurt really bad. Like I'd miss my sister. Like I still have it like hitting me even now. Like it would be amazing to be able to just share now that I have a son, to like share some of those joys with my best friend, to share some of those joys and be able to call my older sister. And it hurts to think that I don't get to do that. But even in the hurt of like that loss, there's also just it's also like a salve when I let myself feel it. And I sit in it long enough to recognize that that's really just like, that's the amount that I loved them that is even causing the loss in the first place. And what a privilege to have had such a close friend to feel that kind of love, even after it was in 2005, it was 20 years ago that she passed away. But also, what a privilege to have had an older sister who cared enough to even cheer me on in life.